Hello boys and girls, it's me, Yoshi here, welcoming you back to Challenge Mode Run of my 100% playthrough of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition for Nintendo Switch. Just so you know, I'm not playing on a Switch 2, but yeah, if you're watching this, the Switch 2 is out, and thankfully I have gotten Switch 2, but you'll have to wait to see if we're gonna do games on that anyways. In the last video we did Skulltulas Battle and Boss Challenge A rank. By the way, all the rest of the videos on this will still be on the Switch one because I do not want to transfer my data. The last thing I want to do is lose progress on this character. So anyways, we're moving on to Toon Link's Battle and Boss Challenge A rank now. Although we have more powerful weapon with him, we're still gonna choose this one just because I don't have time to grind HD attacks and upgrades again. I guess I could check that in a minute, but like I might have to do it off screen. I'll see when we get to the challenge. Anyway, seems like Airless Cheerios on. Good to hear. So yeah, I guess I should just state my plan for the Switch 2 before anybody gets confused. I do plan on getting almost pretty much every major Switch 2 game. However, if it's a game that I've already played, I'm probably not focus on it simply because I have so many other games I haven't done yet that I'd rather play them than play those other games in busy slashing around, forgot I have to use magic here. Anyway, basically, I'm not playing any game on Switch 2 that I've already played on the Switch 1 on this channel. What that does mean is you are going to see that when we do finally get to Breath of the Wild, you will see it in Switch 2 version, as well as Tears of the Kingdom. So if anybody's wondering why I was waiting, well, it's mostly just so I could give you the full big experience for those games, which I think are already pretty beautiful on their own, but then combined with the Switch 1, oh my, just faster loading times and other stuff galore, it's really a big deal, so you're gonna get the full treatment for those games. But as for games I've already played, I simply think it's not gonna be worth it. We get enough comments, we might go back to it, but maybe as a secondary game, I don't know. Anyway, if anybody wonders what I'm gonna play first on the Switch 2, just stay tuned. That's all I'm gonna say. I need to still think about what to do. So many different games to choose from, and probably more to come soon as we go in. Of course, the Switch 2 has the 120 FPS mode, which I always thought was pretty cool. Of course, we're never going to see it in this, from this point of view, because, well, the quality will still be about the same. I'm just gonna do the spin. Yeah, Toon Link Special is already pretty good. I think I'll do a lot more to this if I just use this exclusively. So let's do that. That should make it pretty fast. We'll just use this on Chariot at least once. This gets a very good radius. I like it. This is definitely one of the better special attacks. You can also start using it ahead of time, which helps out a little bit with the attack. Anyway, yeah. My plan is to not play any games that I've already played on Switch 2. So, for specific reasons, I will not be doing Jamboree TV on Mario Party Jamboree. I also will not be doing Kirby the Forgotten Land. I will still have her probably play through it on my own time. I just don't know when I'll get to that. But if we get enough views, maybe we'll play through that. For specific other reasons, I'm also not playing for Mario Party Jamboree. I'm not gonna mention why, but I think I'd rather not share that. let's just focus on the game itself. Let's go here. That's really good. I'm not gonna lie. That does get quite a few guys there. Of course, not all the games even, H1 games even work on Switch too, so I'm definitely gonna be keeping this. Because although we've done a slot of Switch 1 games, we haven't certainly done all the games. There's quite a few left that we haven't played, at least that I know better. But we'll have to just wait and see about that. Okay, well that certainly went a lot faster. Maybe I should just do that from now on. So, then again, though, it seems kind of random. It seems dependent on who uses better special. That seems to be the only way I could determine how fast each character will take into this. Anyway. Yeah, for that reason, I won't be doing that. But, again, because of specific reasons, you will see Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 edition, because I think I already told you my plan for this game series right now is I'm doing Hyrule Warriors first, just to finish it off, then doing Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, because that's the next part of the Hyrule Warriors series, and it's also a prequel to Breath of the Wild, so I figured I'd do that before doing the Tears of the Kingdom. Do a bunch of those, and then after I've done the Switch 200%, which that in itself will take a pretty long time, mind you. Those are really massive games. We'll be there for quite a bit. Anyway. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit. Okay, we can just jump off here and get closer to the enemies a little bit sooner. Well, let's do that. Alright. Yeah, that's basically my plan for this. Okay, Toon Link's train isn't really the best, so that's under why this magic one is taking forever. We might actually be able to do this faster. Got that up a little bit faster using some standard attacks, but also I think it works pretty decent for that too. Anyway. Yeah, for the specific reasons I mentioned earlier, that's my plan going forward, at least for the Zelda series. This will be my first backup. Then, as we go on, we might do something different. You know, Wizard will be cheap as always, doing a bunch of damage. And try as he sends in, because he likes to cheat. He cheat even harder back. What I mean by that is just add a lot of power just to destroy him. We are max level with this character after all. Of course, if you saw my previous video, I did mention we have done the 100% part that included maxing every single character, so every character is currently max level. By the way, that will not nearly take as long as the next game. I believe the bell cap is like 200 in each of Calamity last I heard. Oh, I guess I should mention, yeah, of course, whenever the new Hyrule Warriors comes out, I'll do that after I finish Age of Calamity. Hopefully Age of Calamity doesn't nearly take as long as this. It has a lot of content, don't get me wrong. It's just not like 20 hours long. We'll just go ahead and show this animation right away. Oh, but wait, we're not actually done yet. So, after going through quite a bit, I almost forgot that Toon Link actually does have a second weapon. A weapon that we almost never use, the Sand Wand. So we're gonna use that next, because yeah, I said I would show off every weapon in this part, so that means we have to use that weapon again. Okay, I don't think I have a one at a time, but I think I could have done it if I had focused a bit. See. I'll just go with that. Makes no sense, I guess. Alright. There we go. We'll mostly be using a sword, but... Oh yeah, Linko, we also forgot to show off the boots. Well, don't worry, we still have chapters to do with Linko. I think I'll just do all of our chapters with the boots. I guess I was so used to using her. I suppose I forgot she had a second weapon. Thankfully, there are no other repeat weapons left. Anyway, before we forget, let's use this sand wand because it's more powerful, because why not? We don't have any other good skills on it, but that's fine. We really just want a bunch of attack power here anyway, so we'll go ahead and stick with that, and yeah. So this is, of course, a really weird weapon that you basically just build up with it by attacking. And then you spend that on your standing special, which is, you just press X once without doing any combos, and then you do this. You could also mash the button. And how long you summon the trade depends on fire, then if you do it just once, it'll only stay for a brief period of time. Other times, it'll stay for a longer period of time. I wanted that magic red lane. Let's see what this looks like when smashing giant points. I like that salute he does. That's basically his salute from... That was his salute, basically, from Spirit Tracks. Okay, just unleash a bunch of trains on him. Okay, cool. Let's see what this does. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be working. Well, try a special. Probably have to do a couple. This is the only time we're probably going to use it anyway. Alright. Just realized we can also use other slashes with that too. So, now let's actually magic up. And let's see what we can do. That means we're not going to really see the other magics, although we'll be able to show that off in a minute anyways with the sword. Okay, that looks really cool. See that again. Alright, some of these animations are pretty cool. Okay, let's spin this. Initially, I thought only the basic effects were good, but this one... what does the full combo look like? Okay, he just summons the train at the end automatically. Oh, this looks really cool. Okay, he just uses his cannon to cannon on the train to unleash a bunch of bombs. Let's see that one more time. That's a really good train. Everywhere. Okay, this weapon is actually pretty wicked. I like it so far. Anyway. Yeah. Other than that, nothing to really say. Hope you guys are excited for some Switch 2 content. I did promise that I would play on the Switch 2, but we still have a lot to wait for, so for now we're still gonna see some Switch 1 stuff. To be honest, not everybody can afford the Switch 2, so I wouldn't blame them if they just stopped playing, recording or whatever after doing the Switch 1 stuff. It's like, the Switch 2 is great, just expensive. I heard it went for almost $700. I haven't even really purchased much yet already. I think I've spent like, what, 800 to 850 or something in my currency on both a Switch 2 and a Pro controller, mind you. Just buying those two things cost me a lot. Of course, I got the one that comes with Mario Kart World, so we might try that in the future, but I want to do some other stuff on the Switch. But I'm not really in a rush to get on the new console, because obviously, first we need to make sure it even works in OBS first, and depending on if it messes up or not, we might have to get a whole new setup just for that. It could take a while. I'm already seeing quite a few videos going out, so I assume the user is somehow the way it probably also works with that. So I doubt it would be able to do. I guess the only real problem is, unless you do a very specific capture, you will not be able to capture it in 120p quality. Because the videos even on YouTube only run at 60 frames per second. So how would you get it to be 120 FPS? That's probably one of the biggest questions I'm answering, because isn't one of the biggest parts of the Switch too? Like what? The fact that it runs at 120 FPS and runs really well on HD TVs, which you can't really use to record this kind of stuff, because it'll still come out normal. Very specific setups and things that I'm probably not willing to buy, so you'll probably still see games mostly in 60 FPS no matter what. I will admit, it'll be pretty cool though to play around with the 120 FPS things. It's not everything. And that was just kind of Steam training for these guys, and yeah, keep winning, because all we're doing right now is winning right now. So far, using basic attacks is the best way to take out troops with this weapon. Other than that, yeah. I believe we saw the magic end already a couple of times as well. And of course, we have to see the victory animation since this is a different weapon. Now, I only showed this gear one off once. Alright. Pretty cool this here, not going. Alrighty. So, that's gonna be the last time I use that for a while, probably. By the way, I'm probably not gonna change any of the costumes I have on the character. Some of them, they don't even have costumes to begin with, too, so they'll probably still be in their errors otherwise, but anyways, let's look at that. Oh, this one actually looks really cool. I like this version better. Let's go with that, because he is from the Wind Waker originally, so maybe that'll look better. Alright, anyways, we'll see the magic animations once we, animations for him once we, do the brave battles, probably. As for his actual combo distinctions, it should be pretty straightforward, for the most part. I don't see how it could be any hard, as far as I'm aware. Alright. Here we go. that and be fine. Anyways, I hope I haven't talked too much about the Switch 2. All I was just saying is I'm basically excited to hopefully show you some Switch 2 content eventually. Even more so, since not a lot of people will be able to afford it. Anyway, enough of that. Let's focus on the task at hand right now. Just trying to blow through everything here. I don't think we've done enough already, so we'll probably do this a couple of times. Still play a bit. There we go. I'm forcing to shut up. It's this now. Oh wow, that was way more than I got last time. Okay, we could pretty much just, maybe do one of this and be fine. We'll just do this for the rest of it. Okay, we got 700 pretty easily there. Just do this to finish it off. Damn, did that in less than 2 minutes. Perfect. Yeah, why it says defeat in under 2 minutes. Because we could just do it in 2 minutes anyway. Of course, if we were playing the original version, the time requirements would be a lot more strict for those missions, so that's a big difference, I'll say that much. Alright, so far I have no idea what to say about 2-Egg. I think his Hand is decent in some regards, but I still think his sword is faster and better in most cases. Yeah, you know what, sure, we're getting close to the end. Let's start getting into the habit of it. We're gonna anti-boss form on almost 3 battles now, except for those other battles. Of course, we don't want to do those. So, get that around. Let's see how Toon Link can slam these bosses down. Just so you know, we cannot just basic attack them down to get through. We have to use at least some kind of those. If Terra was stronger, maybe that would work better, but I don't know. I still think it's easier to knock them down. Well, we saw how strong his special is. Let's see how his special strat does against these guys. Okay, not really that strong, actually. Alright, let's try just attacking, actually. I haven't really tried attacking much with these guys. Normally I do not do it with these multiple bosses nearby, simply because it's not really worth it, and half of the time the bosses already have so much power that if you don't, simply will not be able to kill them in time. So it's not really a viable strategy unless you use them to make them weaker. Okay, well, it seems to be somewhat working. Alright, well, the special's not really great, so I think just doing that works better. Alright, looks like that did save a little bit of time over trying to attack the enemy normally, but that's only works in certain battles. Goma, of course, will probably have to still attack normally. In fact, both Goma and Ardrock will pretty much have to not be quick. Mainly because they block so many attacks already, it would be impossible to try to take them out normally. The only time would be if they're in dark mode. That's all it is to it, actually. Yeah. It's kind of a big deal. Anyway, we did that probably a lot faster now instead of doing that, so maybe using that, it's not so bad. If we can skip attacking altogether, that could work really well. Of course, we still need to set up the magic fountain in order to do the strategy properly, but I can see this working for the Dodonkos. Alright. I don't want to waste it too much, though, so I tested that out just for fun. Let's see what happens if we attack. I think we'll probably have to still weak point slash him, but maybe we could try doing something different. I think with manhandlers, it would be too risky to do that aggressive strategy, so we might have to do it a little bit different. We might have to attack bosses in a maybe different way. So weaken them and then try to go after them one at a time. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, forgot it. That's already not working. So there's a big difference that, okay, yeah, I remember now. This is without magic fountain. I tried to do the non-magic fountain strategy, that's why it didn't work. So, now we're taking them out one by one. Oh, looks like we're doing Doma first. Knocked him out. Ganon, that really went to fall for a treat. We're just good at this to quickly knock her down. And because we already have so low special, we're gonna just use special anyway. When you get enemies weak point smash build up to your match, we'll get them all full void. We're using special for that. So that took a little longer than I wanted, but not much you can do when there's not nearly as strong as I thought he would be. Don't really see if he's done what doing, so we'll probably have to use specials on him as well. Alright. Let's do that, not every character is great at taking out giant bosses fast. This is a big part of how they do stuff fast. Whether or not they can take out the giant bosses very quickly. Somehow these guys, they were right next to us somehow. Okay, that works. Maybe they just appeared and that's why they are now here all of a sudden. Yeah, that's right, we barely won. Alright. One more mission to go. This one we will play with the Hyrule as normal, though I'm probably could even try to do basic attacks against Starjock. They're way too fast. It'd be easier to just knock them down and dial normally. I don't like to say AoE setup, so you know what? Just because doing Manhandler might take a really long time, I'm gonna do the super secret strategy setup. And what I mean by that is I'm not gonna kill the Manhandlers at all because he doesn't seem to be doing great, so... So, instead of doing that, let's go ahead and... Yeah, we did this, right? Yeah. I keep forgetting sometimes. Alright. Let's go to him. We will not be using any potions for a while once we get into... don't you worry. I don't plan on using any of those. You could still use boss format in certain battles that have giant bosses to make them go faster. They would probably make the most sense against Phantom Ganon. Maybe I should just use them in Phantom Ganon when I get there, simply because trying to defeat them normally might take forever. At that point, I would be just trying to get out the pain as soon as possible. To be fair, we've already defeated them once before normally already. It doesn't make sense to defeat them again. Okay, got at least one Arjok right away. And Goma came right over to me again, somehow. So we'll take out this Goma too. Oh wait, now that she's weak, we could just, yeah, there we go. Okay, that was close. Get this magic thief out of here. Okay, good. It was the real one. But we probably don't need magic right about now. Keep attacking there. Yes, oh, okay. He didn't get up. Alright, so the last thing I believe we need to defeat in the safety loop version of this is to just defeat these two Ardroks over here that are fighting, and then we should be done. The strategy can be faster, it really just depends on your AoE. It's usually faster to just AoE depend and it goes down because with a character like Lana, you can really do this very quickly, but as Toon Link, we kind of have to do this normally, so the route I'm showing you right now, this is probably what I would recommend you do if you were playing without using any fairy magic or very low level. This is probably the safest way to not take too much damage, but still finish the level. You might also want to be at higher levels, if you're like Black Howler, trying to do this at like 1 because you think going just is too gene in itself, then feel free to just take the route I'm doing. It gets rid of most of the tough enemies, and from here you'll have a straight shot to pretty much all the enemies. You still kill endeavor of bosses too. I think you kill one less than you would in the other route, but it's still fine. You can still finish the level as long as you make sure to clear absolutely every enemy you see. That's why we're spam this a little bit more than normally. It is a bit slower than just doing the fight you did, but yeah, I did see Toon Link's special wasn't really that great. Although that was mostly in like the normal realm, but like also I could have used it. Of course, that was all without abilities, so I guess it makes a difference. Whether or not you have them extreme crushed or not, it kind of changes the way things are set up. Okay, now we just need to do the Super Wand battles. Or I guess the more accurate representation of that would be of course, the Brave battles, or also known as the Rack Up Your KO Count battles, basically, again. Oh, yeah, that's right, I don't want to do that. I could actually go for a silver upgrade, maybe, on these, but again, this is just a one where you defeat all the we just try to KO a bunch of enemies at once, all for like 9 minutes, then 12, then 15, so it just seems like a waste of time to do that. But you already have to wait 15 minutes in these battles anyway. It'd be easier to just do these as fast as you can and hope for the best. Literally on the last single minute yet to get up. Didn't get that right away, too. Somehow she didn't kill me. I don't know if Menno is a he or she. Did somebody tell me that? I don't know. I guess it's flat, so there's no way to really know, to be honest. you have to wait for it to don't go anyways to appear. So, yeah, we'll just get over there a little bit sooner. Oh, hang on. Good, he finally opened his mouth for once. Good boy. So, now we can take you out. Anybody wondering if I'm gonna play any fighting games? By the way, I'm not really great at them. Anyway, I'm just wondering. Just in case anybody gets any crazy ideas like, oh, should play a fighting game? Sorry, I'm not really great at them. I don't think I would be fun to watch, so a little bit, but yeah, also, it just doesn't feel right for this channel anyways. It does seem a bit intense. Show her up and I can see this maybe working in her games, but I don't know. Although, to be fair, I did stream Final Fantasy VII Remake, so I guess it's fine. It really just depends on what game it is. Alright then, we'll just keep doing this. Alright, we got that guy down. That was still pretty okay, so I guess as long as I spam that second attack, I can take down both spots. And although I think I really just messed up a bit, it's pretty tight though. I'm trying to get that done. Okay. Didn't have magic somehow, so we'll get that now. So we can see what happens when we use our Shirley. I'll probably have to just do this right away. Oh yeah, I'll definitely do it right away. So yeah, you jump, Goma, you get this. Switch face. Now, okay, since there's two of them around, let's special them up a bit so we can try attacking one to quickly like catch it before trying to hopefully get the other one. This is very tricky to do. I generally don't go for this because you generally need to use a lot of specials unless you can get them. Okay, well that works. We got both of them. What is actually on the other side of the map? I think it would actually be faster to go this way. Normally I go around the right, but I think maybe going this way is slightly quicker. It's hard to know. It's like he's still gonna walk to me at some point. Alright. Keep doing the rod thing. I'll just do this the normal way. Oh, of course now he does the stupid thing. I'm not looking. He'll just make it. Why not? Alright, well you already saw the magic and you saw how it ends normally in the other sound. I think that's... Oh, yeah, that's actually used. There we go. So I think you've seen enough, guys, so, yeah, we'll see you then. The timer has concluded and ended the battle as well. See ya, and goodbye, Transporter. Alrighty, the timer is concluded, with it the battle as well. We have a couple more battles to go. They'll probably take longer, because we really have the best beast killing powers with this character, but can you do sometimes? Alright, well, now that's off my mind, let's keep going then, shall we? Just a couple more battles to go. Who knows, maybe we'll power up his weapon by changing the something else. Although, looking at it, I don't think I had a good... so it'd be easier to just stick with what we got. After all, we're not going to be using this character once we're done, so what's the point in it? Why don't I go around here instead so the Goomba doesn't go inside here? Yeah, that works. Nope. Kind of inside Goomba for a split second there. That's what normally is supposed to happen. So as long as we spam that fast, that's our boss combo, which is pretty hard to get right, since just one thing can mess it up entirely. But also, not every boss ties up immediately, so we may have leeway on some of them. Hardrock is one of those bosses, so that should be pretty straightforward to take care of. Alright, let's see our extreme crushes for Dongo. This is kind of tricky though. This doesn't have a lot of range, so hence those two redeads. Part, we're probably going to have to make sure to take them out first before they do anything. Okay, just one more to go. Well, now we're getting the hang of it, so now we can go through a lot bit faster. Maybe we just slip. Not bad, the first couple of times. We're just probably getting used to the character. It's probably one of us. Look, see what I mean? This sounds very essential. Pretty much have to use a special on certain enemies new firearms to use. Alright, okay, let's use magic. I'll stay around here a sec. Finally got rid of the magic. Now I got rid of the magic. Let's go. Let's actually go in. Where's the recon soldier? There he is. Let's get rid of him. Right, and we'll use our magic Dongo right now. Still have it. Oh, that still works. Alright, so the Dongo we have a little bit of leniency in terms of getting our strategy down. Okay, Zach. No, that was not a weird delay setup. That was weird bugs. If we were to extreme crush right away, the Dongo would actually dodge extreme crush. For some reason, he's immune to extreme crush unless he's attacked. Very strange, but that's the property that this boss has. Goma's probably more trolling. He's pretty much so immune, but she blocks even more attacks than the Dongo. No, that's not a they actually probably programmed because they don't want you to choose every boss with extreme crush. Though I will admit that their bosses are probably the real team. Cannot weak point sash him, cannot knock them down, and also cannot do the extreme crush on them since you can't knock them down. All that does is just make them go to the side and something else happens. We are going way faster than the last time. I think just us and handle it. Before back in the first part is what made this so hard. Alright, hang on, I have an idea. take you out right now. And also, if you're struggling to get through the sideway, oh, yo, my dad finally is playing Mario Kart World. By the way, that chill cruise or whatever, that's my dad. Yeah, he's playing Mario Kart World. We do have that as well. I forgot to mention. Well, I might do that playthrough on that someday, but I don't know. We'll still have to figure it out. That's right. I still get okay. Well, okay. I can't seem to find the stall master anywhere. I need somewhere. All right. Yeah, I have a better idea. I'll just take it off one time. See you guys when the timer is concluded. This lead battle as well. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. The timer has concluded, and with it the battle as well. Okay, that ended pretty quick. Well, that went a lot better now. So, I think if we take out the Redeads right at the start, maybe even stun them, I think we can make this work. Of course, this one we do have to use magical and fairy magic on, because otherwise it's going to be very tedious. Yeah. Now that that's done, let's see what we can do. Brave Battle level 3. This is a tricky one, of course. This one is the one where if I don't use fairy magic on these bosses, they won't one-shot, even with a 255 weapon. Which is a big deal, because that means they will always get up, and yeah, it's a big deal. Okay. Gotta make sure we do this right away. And for obvious reasons, we're gonna actually probably go for the Redeads first. Okay, that's one. That's two. Okay, that went pretty good. Okay, now let's move you down. Okay, we got one. That's good. Okay, well, if he's gonna spin around in a circle, that's good. It's not working. And he's gonna be next. Cover bosses. Not much really changed. Wow, we already got magic. Okay, they are split. The stocks are. I've had enough. Let's actually go ahead and take out this first stock immediately, which means we can actually probably go over here while we're over here. We'll kill this dead as well. It may seem like we're taking longer, but in reality, by taking out the Redeads, we have a lot less enemies to deal with. Obviously, for the specific reasons I mentioned earlier in other videos, we will be going for the Goma on the first. Because if we try to do that Goma too late, that Goma will actually power up the other Gomas, and it's basically like a ground captain all over again. So we're gonna run over to him. But while we do this, we are going to also try to take out that everything. Okay, well, if I'm going to make this work, we're going to have to literally, while he's still falling, do the freeze animation. That's the only time that will not positively. Also, he's really fast. I think I'm just going to use this. That attack at the start to make sure he was weakened. Otherwise, yeah, Goma. Boss, thank goodness. He almost always does the attack on. At least reasonably close. Oh, good. Perfect. Goma freed me from that Redead selections there. Honestly, I think the most annoying thing they could do is that stupid attack. It's kind of annoying. Alright, I think it was around here. No, he's right there. Okay. Oh, there's a node as well. Let's get rid of them. Alright, those stupid Redeads are finally gone. Let's go for 2. Good at every freeze also. that, let's go ahead and use the special. While we're here, yeah, take too long, and we'll just get as much damage on this guy as we can. So we may want to wait, actually. Let's before you get in there. Oh. Excuse me. Hey, I'm right here. Yeah. If you wonder why I waited, there's a very specific reason. Goma will always do the laser attack as long as you're within a certain radius, unless she's below half health, of which she'll start doing other random stuff instead. Or doing it anyways. It just really depends on what she feels like. Well, this is gonna change things up a bit, because it's gonna be on the left side when the attack from that was also already on magic. Ugh. Focus magic. We should probably focus spirit. I keep saying focus magic instead of focus spirit. You use magic power to create your focus spirit. Why didn't they just call it focus magic? It would just make it so much easier, don't you think? Well, you keep doing the good attack, that means I'll be able to keep taking you out. Start from... We do have these. Oh, okay, we made that work. We still have enough time to go over and smash the other one, which would give us plenty of time to then progress the remaining two enemies. So we got really good luck there. It's the way to go. Who knows? I guess it really just depends on where we finish the other arc. If we happen to finish it so far, though, maybe taking out that other one. This might save time. I will try to remember that for later. Anyway, let's just switch to the rest of the goes down. Try to dodge everything that's here. Right. And most hopefully with the special. Let's instead, there we go. That thing got destroyed. Oh great, we do not have. Let's fix that. So again, we need Magic Fountain to be active here, otherwise we would simply not be able to defeat him in one shot. But now we can. Okay, now we definitely have to do that. So, this is actually one of the main reasons to have this. Perfect. No, that smashed Manhandle anyway, so that worked out just fine. So, let's quickly use this before the Be-Dead stuns us again. Where are you, Be-Dead? He already died. Oh wait, there's one over here. Alright, I have an idea. Let's kick you out. Now, let's defeat you again, and then let's go over here and defeat this freaking annoying summoner so he stops summoning all the freaking time. There we go, now that guy should be gone. Alright, now that that's done, see you when the timer is concluded. And when the battle's well, also tell Spinny like I said hi. I'm only saying that because, yeah, he was spinning for a pretty long time. Alright, yeah. See ya. Alrighty, guys. The timer is concluded. With it, the battle's well. We got another really fast victory. Anyway. When I mean by fast victory, I mean Toon didn't do a dialogue. Yeah, Toon didn't do any dialogue. You just skipped it. Went straight to the end. Like it. Alright, well, that's gonna be the end of the first part of Toon Link's Battle and Boss Challenge A rank. I'll see you guys in the next video where we do the second half of Toon Link's challenge mode. Until then, see you guys later. Bye.